guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So today I wanted to talk about the manifesting magic of clarity. So why clarity is so important in manifestations. So first of all, I hope you're all keeping safe and well wherever you are in the world, and hopefully enjoying some manifestation videos and also some topical videos as well during this time. So the reason why I feel that clarity is super important with manifesting is because if you don't know what you want, how on earth can you expect the universe to know what you want? And sometimes we can think we know what we want, but actually until you really dig deep with someone and actually question them, you find that, you know, and I've had this in my own life as well, that actually you're not as clear as you think you are. And that could be down to avoidance, that could be down to acceptance, that could be down to a whole array of things. But when you are finding clarity and acceptance in your life, you are acknowledging the present moment, you're acknowledging where you're at and knowing where you want to go as such. So I've said this before, but dream lists are fantastic to write in the manifestation process, because obviously, you know, if you're wanting to manifest love, a house, a career, a business, whatever it is, you know, writing a list of all of the requirements and all of those kind of characteristics of that person and characteristics of that job, etc., is obviously a great way to envision what that life or what that manifestation looks like, but you're also getting clear. And a lot of the time people say to me like, Emma, I don't know what it is I do want. And you know, I've done a video on this, so a few weeks ago, go check that out on my channel if you have no idea what to manifest, because that's a really good video. But ultimately, like, think about the things that you don't want in that manifestation. So if it's a partner, obviously you could think, okay, what has not worked for me so well up until this point? So then you can kind of pick the points that you definitely don't want and then turn them into opposites of what you do want. So getting clear in that sense is super important, because when you manifest, you want to manifest what's right for you, you want to manifest what's meant for you, and you want to, you know, make sure that it is in alignment to how you see that goal, that manifestation as such. And if you're just saying, oh, I want to manifest a person, you know, that's not specific enough. You can manifest a friend, you can manifest a colleague, you can manifest a relationship, but it may not be the relationship that you want. So clarity over your situation, over your manifestations is so important. So let's talk about acceptance and clarity over where you're at. So a lot of the time with the law of attraction, people tend to not accept or be present with where they are, because they feel that that's bad law of attraction and that they need to focus on where they want to be, otherwise they're just manifesting more of where they're at. And I was definitely one of these people who believed that for a while, and then realized that my manifestations weren't happening, and that they weren't happening. And I thought, why is this? What am I doing wrong? And it was because I had no acceptance over where I was currently. So my money situation is quite a good example here of when I truly accepted where I was financially. So I had that debt I was in, and I was trying to manifest being debt free, and it wasn't manifesting for 6 months, and I was manifesting so much in my life, and I thought, where am I going wrong? And it was because I had no idea how much money I actually needed to manifest to be debt free. So I was asking to be debt free, but had no idea how much that meant. I had a rough idea in my head, obviously, but it was actually more than what I thought it was when I worked it out. But knowing that, and sometimes you can positively surprise yourself as well with it actually being less than what you thought it was. So knowing that figure for me was really powerful, because then 5 days later, as you'll see from my video I did on this, I manifested double the amount of money into my life in one hit, which was just like, whoa, okay, that really is that manifestation and more, which is fantastic. So by having that clarity, by having that acceptance of where we are, we're able to move forward. It's not saying, I'm happy where I am, stick me here. It's saying, okay, I witness where I am, I'm at peace with this, and I know that I'm taking my positive action and these steps to create that, you know, that reality that I do want, but I'm also okay with where I'm at now. And this is really a part of the letting go and surrendering stage, that 4th stage of the law of attraction, where you really kind of find acceptance in your life of where you're at, where you want to go, but you're at peace with both. You're not controlling, you're not forcing, you're not so upset with where you're at. it's a real peaceful place, that letting go and surrendering, where you really find peace with where you're at, where you're going, and find acceptance in the now. So that means enjoying the present moment, having fun in the present moment, not thinking that when that manifestation comes, then you'll be happy, then you'll, jump for joy. It's doing that now, because remember, the acting as if process is really important, where you embody those emotions that you would feel when you have that manifestation. So you'd feel probably relaxed, happy, joyful. So those are the emotions you need to embody now. So this is all part of that acceptance stage of being in the present moment, having that clarity. And the clarity should really come in step one, the ask stage, because that's when we're asking it. But sometimes we need a little bit of time to pass, maybe to experience a few things, learn a few lessons, to actually understand our clarity, understand what it is we truly want. And I often get asked, like, is it okay to change your manifestations or upgrade them or tweak them? And of course it is. Of course it is. Like, the universe already knows this, remember. So the reason why your manifestation may have partially come to you or maybe not come to you at all at the moment is because the universe is giving you that space, that expansion space, to realize what it is you want, to tweak that manifestation a bit, to upgrade it, to realize, actually, now I have that crystal clear clarity. And where we're at the moment in these times of, being during a pandemic as well, we have this time to reflect. We have all of this time to really look at our manifestations, at our lives, at our priorities and the present moment, and reevaluate a lot, which allows us once again to have that new sense of awareness, that new perspective, and that fresh energy moving forward, where we can be clearer than ever. So I felt this was a really topical topic that would really help a lot of people right now, because I know that as I go through this, I'm finding more clarity in my life, and clarity in how I feel, and wounds and things that have come up. Like, clarity is a big word at the moment, I feel. And clarity is so important, because when you have that crystal clear vision of your desires, of where you want to go, what you want to manifest, how you feel, how you want to feel, the universe reflects that back to you. Remember, the law of attraction is a big mirror. What you are putting out gets reflected back to you. So when you have that crystal clear clarity, the clarity is going to be reflected back to you in form of that manifestation. So for instance, a lot of people, they'll want to manifest holidays, or they'll want to manifest cars, or, items, which are monetary things, but they're focusing on the item, shall we say, or the service, and they won't know how much that actually costs, or the logistics. So they might say, right, I roughly guess I need £2,000 for this holiday, but they're not kind of working out the flights, the accommodation, the travel money, the expenses, all of this thing. So I always say to people, sometimes even that clarity can really help you. So sit down and work out how much that holiday is going to cost you, from leaving your door to coming home to your door afterwards. Obviously you won't know all the costs and expenditures, but a rough guide means that you are aware of the exact amount that you need to manifest, and boom, that clarity is going to come to you in form of that money in that manifestation. So really challenge yourself to get clear today. Where do you not currently feel clear in your life? Where do you currently feel that you don't have that crystal clear clarity? So maybe write down a few areas of your life or manifestations that you don't feel you have that in, and really sit with yourself today, whether it's writing dream lists, really writing out your kind of list of requirements, characteristics, things that this manifestation should have. Maybe write a list of that. If you've already done that, then reflect on your list. Is it still true to you? Is that still what you want? Is that still true and in alignment to your vision? Because sometimes we write these things 6 months, a year ago, whatever, and we change and evolve, and that's all part of the process. So that means that our manifestations, rightly so, change and evolve as well, and we have different dislikes, we have different likes as we grow to know ourselves more. So it's perfectly okay. And if you have a dream list, or even a manifestation list that you're actually, I want to, write a new one, put some new energy into it, etc. You could either burn that list, you could keep that list, you could do whatever you want to. I would suggest writing a new one instead of writing on top of it, keep the fresh energy. But if you want to burn that list, just to really surrender it up to the universe and say I'm releasing this now, and I'm, infusing this new list with this energy, this manifestation energy, to bring these desires into my life, do what you feel called to do here. Some people like to keep their other lists, some people like to burn them. So it really is an individual, process of what feels good to you. But overall, clarity is something that has really changed my manifestation game over the years. Once I've got clear, the universe has got clear with me. So challenge yourself to have this clarity, and especially during these times as we find ourselves at home and like, you know, well, I definitely don't have all this time on my hands. I've been the busiest I've ever been, which I know a lot of business owners have felt as well. So hopefully you've had some time to get clear on things, but use the time you do have. And even if you find yourself having loads of time, use this time to really go within and dig deep. Do your manifestations still feel clear to you? Do you think you could be clearer? Like with the money example, do you need to work out how much money that would involve? Do you need to look at your finances? Do you need to sit down with them and get clear? Do you need to accept where you are? If you are not feeling comfortable with where you're at right now in this present moment today, there's your work. Work on acceptance, and working on acceptance looks like becoming grounded. So do some grounded meditations, go out in nature, connect with nature. That's a real great grounding exercise. And connect with yourself as well, because that's a great grounding exercise. And become okay with the now, become okay with where you are, because this is the secret to law of attraction. Until you are 100% present, 100% okay with where you're at, even if it's not great, it's not confirming that you want more of that. It's saying, I'm grateful and I'm okay where I am, and I'm okay with both outcomes, my manifestation happening and it not happening. And this is a key freaking point with the law of attraction. So key, so important. And it's helped me so many times to manifest my desires. So really focus on acceptance, because being okay with where you're at and just witnessing it. That's it. It's witnessing it. It's not saying I'm okay with this. It's saying I'm at peace with this. I witness where I'm at and I'm at peace with this situation, and knowing that better times lie ahead, knowing that your desires will come into fruition, but you're okay and happy with where you're at right now. And happiness is really key. It's one, finding peace with where you're at, but also finding the happy moments within this space. There may not be many happy moments with the situation, but overall in, you know, the broader picture of your life, finding happiness in those areas will reflect onto that area that maybe you possibly can't find many happy things about. But also look for the blessings, look for the opportunities. Like, it's hard to say right now as we're going through such tough times, you know, just look for the lessons and opportunities in every situation, because people are grieving. There are really sad things that are happening in the world right now, and people may not see, you know, anything, lessons, blessings, whatever, until much further down the line. So really, you know, even if you can't find a positive within that situation right now, like, challenge yourself to say, right, what can I feel grateful for? If you've lost a loved one, for example, feel grateful for all those times that you did spend together, all that time you did get together, and happy memories. So even just, you know, switching a really negative situation like that, where there is no real positive to it, you can then, you know, find acceptance of where you're at right now. Like, I'm here, I'm going to think of those happy memories, I'm going to think of those happy moments, I'm going to, even if it's not, you know, something as severe as that, then find those positive moments within that space, within that place of acceptance of, okay, you may not have that house you want right now, but at least you're in a house that is keeping you safe and well right now. So think of it like that. Gratitude and blessings and counting your blessings is so important, as well as acceptance. So all of these together will help you find that place of acceptance. So get clear, get accepting of where you're at, and I promise you this will change your manifesting game for life. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I replied to them all. And also don't forget you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. So I hope you have a safe and well week, whatever you are up to, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love guys.